Okay, something I just thought I'd like to share with everybody. I was out last night in maybe Chapters, and I was just looking through the hobby section, and I found that Beckett have actually released a Magic the Gathering. I think it's been out for a little while now, since the start of May, and it looks very interesting. It mainly concentrates on Rise of the Eldrazi. So it looks at things like the top 10 Rise of the Eldrazi cards. It's also got a rather interesting player's guide, which is really to print out of all the card stats and also the rules text on the cards. I suppose it saves you going to the gather and printing out your own list, so it saves on your own paper, but it's a good little list there. Just go through everything. And we've got the top 10 Rise of the Eldrazi for constructed and multiplayer. This is interesting. This is a look at the standard after Alara rotates out. So obviously they're not making any predictions about what might be in 2011 or in the expansion set after that, which I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's mirrored in something. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Mirrored in Scarred. So they obviously don't really know what's going to be in those sets, but what they are doing is looking at currently what's being played in Zendikar block constructed online, because there isn't a Pro Tour qualifier format anymore for that. So they're using the online one as a sort of indicator, and they're just going through different archetypes for the Zendikar block, and just showing some of the deck lists that have done really well. They're also looking at what's hot in Legacy, and how the release of Eldrazi alters Legacy. So again, they're looking at different deck lists and sort of where they're placed. And then they've got Casual Corner, which is just looking like just a focus on casual Magic. So that's really just cards from all over the place. And then a little bit about Elder Dragon Highlander format, and there's a little bit on the deck doctor to do with that. There's a few competitions here. You can win a box set of the 2011 core set, and I think somewhere in here there's a box set of Eldrazi up for offer. They've got questions about Rise of the Eldrazi, and then obviously no Beckett publication would be complete without one of their price guides. So basically you have a price guide for all the different sets within Magic. And then also there's a little guide about, as they've got a hot list, which is their picks for the hottest cards on the market, and also what they call an early trading guide, which just gives you a list of sort of what the hot list, common standouts, uncommon standouts, trash rares, and cards that they consider to be solid value. Oh yeah, there's the thing at the end where you could win a box of Rise of the Eldrazi by filling in their survey. So there we have it. New publication by Beckett. Apparently the last time they did this was 3 years ago. Now reading some of the bits in here, the editorial and various other things, it does appear that there is going to be some more magazines come out, but it's a bit difficult to work out exactly when. Certainly some of the things they're saying here, they're talking about stuff for inclusion in the next magazine. But I did read somewhere in the publication blurb, it mentioned something like a annually publications. That means there's just going to be 2 copies a year. What I was hoping they might do is do like an issue every time a core set, core set and an expansion set's released, which would be really useful actually.